Welcome. Welcome to episode number 1 of the COLES Relationship Podcast. I'm your boy Dave, CEO COLES, and I have my beautiful wife with me on the podcast. Gotta introduce yourself, babe.
My name is Tanisha. I'm CEO Cole's wife. Yeah.
So, babe, I drug you on the podcast. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and you finally sat down to do it with me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to start every podcast off like this. Babe, I love you.
I love you too.
All right. So this is pretty much our introduction podcast episode. We are still newlyweds technically.
Indeed.
We got married March 24 of 24.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 year is coming up very quickly, baby.
10 months. 2 more months to go.
Jesus. Time flies.
It does.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
We still having fun?
Are we having fun?
Goddamn right. All right, babe. Let's get in to tell people, how did we meet?
You want me to start that off?
You can start it off. Go ahead.
Well, I met this man on a dating app, which
Internet
is called
love
POS.
works.
Huh?
Internet love is real.
It does work. Yes, it does. But yes, we met on POF. Plenty of fish. He hopped in my DM. Just to let everyone know, he hopped in my DM. And he said, he called me bae or something like that. Babe. And he got told off. It wasn't about to be a Tamisha and David. Because David didn't know how to approach me the right way. And then we got it together. Then we started talking. This was back in 2017. This is when we first met in 2017. About a year we talked and whatever. Then we made it official November 18th, 2018. Yeah, and then that was history. And we're married.
So I just realized something. We got a thing with double numbers.
What you
11,
mean?
18, 18.
Mm-hmm.
3, 24, 24. We got a thing with double numbers.
I think it's you. You the one with the double numbers.
How is it me?
I blame you.
How is it me?
I don't know, but I don't know. I just blame you.
All right, okay, cool. As this podcast continues, it's gonna be a lot of it's just David, but it's fine, you know. I mean, it's fine, you know.
Don't do that.
I take that. I got a question for you, then, babe.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
What was a quality that you seen in me that made you know that I was the one for you?
The way you was like, you were more so like I say attentive, like you notice things that I do, like you notice like, what can I say? How can I explain it? Like little things, just like making the beat, like now, like making the bed, or I'm always cold, so you will turn like the heater on before I get in the room because I'll be freezing. Little things like you fill up my water bottle, like this. You was like very attentive, like you notice stuff I do, and you try to make sure it's done prior to me doing it or something in that way. That makes sense.
That makes sense. So,
go ahead.
Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna flip the question back on myself.
But... Oh, well, that's what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
So, what made me fall in love with you and knew you was the one? It's not gonna get an emotional podcast, but you was all right. So listen, when you gotta understand, when Tamisha got with me, I wasn't thinking about no relationship. I was but they say Papa was a Rolling Stone, Dave was a Rolling Stone. Wherever I took my sneakers off at, that's where I stayed the night at that night. So when I got with her, and she said, I see that you having fun with your cousins and your friends and stuff like that. That's fine. I lived in Delaware. She lived in Pennsylvania at the time. So she said, 1 weekend with your friends, 1 weekend with me. And I never had a woman try to be structured with me. It's always been my way or no way. And I didn't like buck at it. I said okay. And anybody who knows me, if I say okay about something, that person pretty much got me. And that was the first sign that I knew that I was going. I was in for this one because nobody else never tried that. Like anybody else, if I said no, it was a no. I ain't had to explain myself. It was nothing like that. So when it came to you, that was the way different. I never had nobody like that. Period.
But it was never every other weekend though.
I mean, excuse me. It started out. It was said that way, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen like that.
I'm
No.
about to tell you, it could never happen that way.
No, but I'm saying it was laid out that way though.
Right. No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, even though it was laid out, it never happened.
No, I never.
Because David always wanted to be with me on the low low.
She couldn't get enough of your boy.
Oh, there you go.
Get enough of your boy.
Mm-hmm.
Still
It's
can't
the
get
other way
enough
around,
of
y'all.
me. Yeah. So you ain't got nothing else to say? Come on, I'm not gonna lead this talk. This is our podcast. This is not mine.
Listen, this is your thing. I'm trying to go based off of your flow, okay?
All right, okay. Well, follow the leader. So, okay. So us leading up to us getting married.
Mm-hmm.
I can say I wasn't never a. What am I trying to say? I was never a person that likes to talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
About issues, about problems, nothing. I just bottle it in, and then when one little thing comes, I just blow a gasket. I can say, don't be making no faces. I can say, ever since we had marriage counseling, I have got better. Anybody getting married out there, do marriage counseling, take it seriously. It works. For me, it definitely worked. I can say that 100%. I asked my wife, has it worked?
Yes. You have sometimes you have a moment, but for the most part, yes, it did definitely work.
Listen, I've been this way for 35 years.
That's what I said. That's why I said it did. That's why I said maybe every woman you might have a moment, but it worked. Yes, overall, yes. That's your yes it is. How you make it? Why you do that?
Because don't be doing it like that. Like,
I don't know what I'm saying. It did work.
Okay.
I promise you. Compared to when, yeah, back then, yes. Mr. Coles back then,
not too much on me. Not too much on me. Not too much on me.
Say much to him without him having.
Cause you gotta think about. I grew up right where, like, I love my dad to death. So like conversations ain't like if he had to talk to you, you was in trouble. Like so, I take that as like, oh, I gotta talk about something. Like, what the fuck now? Like that's just naturally how I went into my mode. Like super defensive. Even it could be something small, not even defensive. I still got defensive because that's the way I grew up. And not to say that that's how my dad was, but like when my dad said David, I was like, oh, here it goes. Because if it ain't, come here, boy, let me talk to you, that's just fun and games. But if it's David, then it's like, it's a whole different level of what the hell, Greg, happened now. So when you say that, I'm like, it's a whole level
but why be so defensive? You like, even if somebody want to talk, it could be like the littlest thing is, can you make sure paper towels on the thing? That's all. But why get mad? You shouldn't get mad about something like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I was prejudging the conversation. That's what I'm trying to get into because of the way I grew up.
The words that comes out, somebody that
right. You say David, and it's like, nigga, why are you calling me David?
Why you calling me David? I get it.
That's why I used to always be the way I was. Now, I just be like, all right, whatever. I can just, it don't trigger like it used to, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So, that's one of the good things that I tell people about marriage counseling. Take it seriously. I believe me and you definitely took marriage counseling seriously, and we had a good person that had marriage
Mm-hmm.
counselors. So that
Indeed.
was that was very good when it comes to
Shout
that.
out to Mr. Carlton.
Yeah, shout out to
Mm.
Mr. Carlton. If y'all need his number, she got it. I think I got it too.
You should.
I think
You
I think
should.
I got it. All right, babe. So we had our best moment so far in our life, which is our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about our wedding, what do you think of the most?
When I think about it, when
Yeah, our wedding day.
you smiling when I walking down the aisle and you just looking, you dapping up. I saw you a little dap up with Dane before I came down the aisle, but you smiling, just seeing me come down the aisle, and you just nervous. You telling me how nervous your behind was. You
Gee, I
had to run to
wasn't
go take
nervous.
a shot
I
before you
wasn't
came
nervous.
down.
I don't like talk about, man. I don't get
You was
nervous.
nervous. Now you was nervous.
I was nervous as hell, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Listen, so our wedding was super unique. We had a modern wedding, if you want to say it. It wasn't
Yeah.
traditional. We had people walking into their own theme songs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so my guys went down first, and I was right behind my guys. It may got down to the last two guys. I had to run to the bar and take a shot. I was nervous as hell. They were looking for me and everything. Where is he at? Where is he at? I had to go run and go get a shot, man. That day was definitely that day was dope. Like
Yeah,
from
it was.
when your music hit and you start walking across that little catwalk thing, whatever you want to call it.
What you
Yeah, the catwalk. Well, I guess
the
that's what I call it.
catwalk?
Yeah, I call it the
When I mean
catwalk.
walking down, that's
Nah,
not the
like the little
catwalk.
balcony joint. You came out the little room
Oh,
joint.
the balcony part. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the little catwalk, whatever. So
Oh,
yeah, when
okay.
you walked out there, I seen you. I was like, God damn, boy, like I don't know. The pictures is dope. I'm gonna insert some pictures in the show so they can see it a little bit. But
Yes, yes.
pictures like this seeing her and then her walking down the aisle. You know what I mean? I teared up a little bit. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. You know what I mean? Only a couple people knew that. Only a couple people knew that. Yeah. You know what I mean? By
Oh
the time
my
she got down
God.
there, I was back to being me. You know what I mean? I was back to being me.
My God.
But just watching you walk down the aisle and then just seeing that, everything that me and you have put into this day was
Just
like
all
it
the
was
people that did show up and showed us love and made that really also set the tone too. Like mainly everybody showed up. Maybe not even a handful. It probably was like 3 to 4 people that didn't show up.
yeah,
And that
yeah.
and some people had issues, which is fine, but it was just the turnout and how everything went smoothly and we didn't have no issues.
None at
It didn't
all.
rain because the day before it was raining like hell. Like
It
it was raining
was.
bad as hell. And the day when our wedding came, it was just so bright, sunny. It was felt nice outside. And I said, look at God. Just
That's
look at
Dave Cole
God.
Senior up there. He said, my son gonna have a good wedding. I ain't there, but I'm there.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of that, yo, listen, our wedding gifts to each other.
Oh
Listen,
yeah.
A1, man, A1 plus. I
Yeah,
ain't.
he had me crying real bad.
She got me too. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Matter of fact,
Got me real bad.
I
Got the
got the
small one.
I got the sample joint right here. Listen, if anybody know anything about me, that's my right hand man. And I lost my dad when I was 30 years old, so 5 years ago now. And everybody know if he'd have been there, he'd have been my best man and none of that, all that stuff. So for her to make it very special and with the picture, it's a bigger picture. It's a bigger one she got me actually as a wedding gift. But
Mm-hmm.
that one had me. That one had me, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know what to expect as a wedding gift from her. But as they say, when you got the right one, she know how to touch the soul. That one touched my soul right there. Touch my soul. That one touched
Yes,
my soul.
yes. He got me with my wing. The other half, so he has one side, I have the other, and the wing, and he had wrote this lovely card that had me in tears. That card,
Mess up her makeup.
the explaining of the wing. We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, she might start crying right now, y'all. Very
Okay,
emotional.
you know.
But nah, our wedding was super dope. We had so much fun, and like you said, the people that was there, we had no issues. Shout out to Celebrations. That
Hmm.
venue was amazing.
They did that. Yeah. J Tech, he did
Oh
his
yeah,
thing
our
to
videographer and
videographer, photographer people. So did your thing. Yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to my stepmother as well. My mom couldn't make it, so
She
I had to
filled
dance
in.
with my stepmother. That was super dope. For her to even step in. Stepped into more
Hmm.
one occasion, but you know, was understood. Don't got to be said.
Right.
Uh, and then shout out to your parents as well.
My mom and dad. Yeah.
They definitely
They looked out for the cookout where they
yeah.
could.
Listen, shout out to them. They the best. My new
All right, so
parents.
let's bring it back. Bring it
Okay,
back
let's bring
from
it
the
back. Come on.
beginning. The beginning.
What's that?
So how did so when we first started talking,
Mm-hmm.
what was the ironic thing that we knew when we found out about each other from where I lived at? Like what was you remember like
Oh, see,
I just thought that was so ironic and I said that must have been meant.
listen, this is so ironic in the world. So my mother, she lived in Philadelphia as well, and literally lived less than a mile around the corner from Tamisha and her parents. Like when she told me her address, and I'm at my mom's house in Philadelphia, and I'm like, did John say less than 4 minutes away? Like what? Like when you say God plays a part, it was super like convenient. I can literally go see
Yeah,
my mom, go see my girl, literally, and then when them two hit it off,
yeah. When I first met his mom, that was I wasn't even getting out the car. He got out the car to go get something from her, and she wasn't having it. She was
cause
coming
she
to that car.
nosy, she nosy. That's all.
She was coming to that car, and she came. I rolled down the window, and after that, me and her hit it off. That is my girl. Okay, you can't say nothing about my mom, Stacy. That is my girl. Okay, when she moved to Georgia and she came back to Delaware with Malia, we would always go to the store together. We went shopping. She could call me all the time. I'll be on her on the phone talking. Me and my Stacy, we hit it off real good. Really, really good. She knew I was the one.
So,
She
so you want to talk about your relationship with my mom? Let me talk about my relationship with my mom, your mom.
excuse me.
Listen, me and mom talking about Tamisha mom. Birthdays are in July, so we July babies. On top of that, and my sister Tamia as well.
To
Me and
me,
mom
July.
hit it off from the beginning as well. That's my drinking partner on the low. Uh, nah, me and her hit it off as well. She called me for anything. I'm always there. As always. I'm her son. I'm her first son. I'm her oldest child now. Just to let
Oh
y'all
my
know.
goodness.
That goes to Tamia, Zane. I'm the oldest. Remember that,
Oh,
okay? I'm the oldest.
you're not.
I am.
I'm the oldest.
I'm the oldest. I'm older than you.
Okay.
But back to what I was saying, for I was rudely interrupted. And the same thing with Pop. Me and Pop got a great relationship. Man, we play video games all day. Talk trash about sports. Man, to lose my dad and to gain another one, I'm cool. I never be all the way perfect, but 100%. But Dad Davis definitely make it a lot better for me.
Yeah.
Having him around as well. I call him for anything, advice, just talk to him if I need to. He's always there. So I'm cool when it comes to having, new parents as well.
And it's gonna be your day. I didn't meet you. I met your day, of course, but it wasn't that many times. I remember one time he was coming in the house and he told me I woke him up. He was like laying on the thing and I was like, hey. And he must have like opened his eyes. He was like, he was asleep. I said, oh, my bad. And he was asleep I think he was outside.
Well,
Was he
outside on the
outside?
lawn chair out back on the porch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My my pop's so laid back, like he just go with the flow. So like you got close relationship with my stepmother as well, which I don't even like calling her that, but that's the only reason why I call her that, because we're talking about what
Right.
we're talking about. But you had a great relationship with her, so if you got a great relationship with her, you're fine with him. Point blank. Like, that's how he always operate. Like, if you can got a great relationship with her, because she gonna tell him everything. So at the end of the day,
Right.
oh, okay, cool, okay, all right. As you say, is David taking this one seriously?
Right.
Right. So that's just how my dad
You probably
operated.
you don't want to know about it if he ain't taking it serious. It's like, all right, whatever.
Well, if I ain't taking you seriously, you ain't meeting my family where you met them. So
That's true.
that's true. So it did when you met my mom's side of the family, where all the Negroes is. The Negroes is over there, and you fit in, with them. Everybody fell in love with you. So, as my mom called her, Tommy girl.
My
So,
Tommy girl. I'm her Tommy girl.
yeah, like. So once she got that nickname and it spread like wildfire on my mom's side of the family.
Everybody called me Tommy girl.
Right. I can't go nowhere. Where my girl at? Where my girl at? Where my God? I'm your family, not her. At the time. Now it don't matter. But at the time, where my Tommy girl? What about hi to you too? I was here first, right? Nah. But I'm happy. Like, our families are
we all meshed.
Yeah, we meshed very well.
We all meshed together, and we meshed really well. That's because my mom and your mom, they loved each other. Then like your aunts, my mom, my aunt, it was all a good mesh, and there was no problem.
Yeah,
no
issues.
problem.
Even with the sisters, because I have two sisters. You have two sisters, so
everything. Yes, I love both Kayla and Day. Then I gained 2 nieces
and 2 nephews.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, truthfully, I ain't gained anything because I didn't have nephews at the moment. I only had Malia. Well, Amaris wasn't around. It was only Malia, Rio, and Coda. Really was Malia and Coda.
Yeah.
Then Rio. Then I got nephews.
Brandon and Zion, my 2 boys.
And then Amaris came.
Badass 1 and badass 2.
Don't talk about them. They're angels.
We ain't gonna talk about that. What else can I say? What else can we say? What else can best friend? Oh, so I have a female best friend, and in the beginning, she was not having it. Now they talk more to me. I knew once she met her, and I knew once she met her, and they got to talking. It wasn't no issue. So we've been on vacation and everything with each other, had fun. We got a lot more coming up, and they'll probably be our next guest on the show as well.
Yes.
The Roberts. Tino.
The Roberts.
Tino. I can't wait to see them 2 on the screen together.
Lord.
No, I'm talking about you and Tino. I'm talking about you and Tino going at it. That's funny.
Tino better relax. He better not come for me.
You gotta tell him, babe. This is your podcast. Tell him, babe. Tell him right now, babe.
This is my podcast, Tino, so don't start with me.
So that was a blessing right there that my best friend and my wife get along. So I was cool.
My CC, just let y'all know her name is spelled SISI. Don't let her tell y'all no different. It's SISI. That's all I need to let everyone know.
I knew the girl since 5th grade. CECE.
We're not doing that. Her is SISI.
My wife done remixed my best friend name. It's crazy.
She knows it. It's okay.
Yeah, she knows it. And shout out to Knox and Janae.
Noxy girl. Nay.
Yeah, they crazy about her. Crazy about you, baby. They crazy.
That's my girls.
Yeah. So like I said, our families mesh well. Oh yeah, shout out to my podcast partner as well, Uncle Reese and my auntie Snickerdoodle. Had to throw them in there. Yeah, my podcast partner Reese. Y'all know who he is. On Numbers Over Nonsense. But yeah, babe. So we've been lucky though. When it comes down to our family, we ain't had no family issues really. We We ain't had none.
Nope.
We dodged a lot. Nah, we ain't dodged bullets. It was just meant to be. I ain't gonna say dodge bullets because dodging bullets mean that
God
it was
knew
a
what he
problem.
was doing.
Yeah, you know, then Coles came around, changed your life, girl.
Here you go.
Hey, I'm always big
What
myself.
was this? What you always used to say when we first started talking?
What?
What I told, because I used to say I used to go on dates, but then I used to pick up the people, and you said you used to always say something, but like, man, you don't gotta go pick them up because you had a car.
Oh
So like,
yeah.
you
Listen,
always, because you always joke. So back, some people ain't have a car, so like I had a car, and like I would go on a date, but I would go get them,
she
and
picking niggas
this
up at the
man
subway.
here,
She picking
yeah,
niggas up at the subway. Niggas texting in the bus to go on dates with her and shit. Like, what the hell, bro? You
I
can't borrow somebody's car, dog.
I can't.
Nah, so I'm gonna keep it funky. When it came to you, you was the first female that I dealt with where I didn't have to pay the whole tab. Now don't get it wrong, I could. I did. I paid my fair share full tabs. Um, but it was like, I pay the tip. Or I pay this. Like, I didn't know what that was before. It was literally
I can take it
nigga.
back though. I can take it.
Listen, we got a whole lifetime. You gonna get a whole lot more money, especially when this podcast money start coming in and the check going right to you. So I don't even want to hear about that. But nah, honestly, having somebody that where all the burden is not on you and
Mm-hmm.
it's really a 50-50 situation, even though, sometimes I pick up the tab, sometimes you do. Now we married, so it is what it is now. But I'm talking about before then. It was just literally, it was a breath of fresh air. I never had nothing like that before, ever. It was always
Mm-hmm.
on me, always on. And that's where I believe the cockiness came in. When I'm the one paying the motherfucking bill, yeah, okay. Okay.
Oh Lord.
And that's where the cockiness came in, and that's why none of them situations worked at all.
I feel like when that time you got sick in a hospital, I think that's when you really, really knew, like I really was the one for some reason. That's in my head. That's what I thought. Because when you was sick in the hospital, it was like in July, like July 4th or something. When you was having
The
like
week
that
before
bad stomach pain, it was like right
Thursday.
before your birthday.
No, 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 no. It
But
wasn't right for my birthday. It was. I was in there. I got
I
out
thought it was
like.
July.
No, you're right. So I went in like the end of June and got out like a day before 4th of
The
July.
4th of
Cause remember
July.
we went to Aunt Boo Boo birthday. Aunt Boo Boo. That was his first time going to Aunt Boo Boo barbecue at her house,
Part. Mm-hmm.
and I was
Yeah.
fresh out the hospital. Yeah, I was in
That's
that
when
joint.
I think you was like, yeah.
Well, I never had
That
nobody.
was just me. That's me thinking. Like that's what I felt like.
I mean, that added on to it. I was
Mm-hmm.
already thinking that you was the one, and then I mean, what happened? Literally, what, a month later, dad passing
Mm-hmm.
was like,
Which is
that
so
was
weird. It's just random. I
right,
just
like
remember you calling me
right,
because I missed the call and then I called you right back and you was on the phone. And you told me what happened. I
right.
was just like, I don't know what to do. Like I'm at work. I'm always in Philly. Like my friend was just go home. I was like, okay. And then I just left. I left work, came straight to you. I said, Lord, that's my first time ever experiencing something like that.
Right. So yeah,
Because
like,
I never experienced it.
nah, I'm like, hold on. Let's retract all this. I mean, we ain't retracting it. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go back to meeting the family. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Papa, my grandpa, real G, triple OG. Because the first day he met me, he told me I was gonna marry you. He said it. So shout out to him.
Oh
Shout out to Pop.
Lord.
Pop definitely get his rub. But back to my dad situation. Yeah. Of course we all know my dad. Well, I'm telling everybody, my dad died of a sudden heart attack in his sleep. Um, I went to work. Got the phone call from my stepmother, whatever. Called her. I said she called me back. I told her what happened, and you might have had another 2 hours at work. You pulled up within 30 minutes, and
No, I was rushing down the highway.
that's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, you my girl at the time. We wasn't engaged or nothing like that. For you to just stop what you're doing and just show up, for me at that moment, my lowest moment. That was you know that touched me, of course. And then for the funeral, of course, and then all that, And then a year later, when mom had her stroke, listen, anybody know me know I'm hard headed. I mean, I'm super hard headed. I don't listen to people when I get stuck in my ways and stuck in my ways. I didn't want to jump on the plane to go to Georgia at all. I even went to work. I even went to work. That's how much I just didn't want to deal with the situation. But shout out to you for, not making me, but just putting the battery in my back and.
Well, truthfully, it wasn't really. Yes, I told you, but it really the put the nail in the head. The nail on the head, hit the nail on the head was Boo Boo. She made sure you was going. I still could. I kept telling you, and then Boo Boo called you and was like, "We're going."
I still could have told her no, but
you could have, yes.
But I'm saying, but if it wasn't for you. Let's say this: if I'd have been single and I wouldn't have had nobody, and I would have just been me by myself, I wouldn't have went. Just my Aunt Boo Boo alone wouldn't have made me go. It had to be another reinforcement. But this instance right there that I went through, and no wavering, no shaking, stayed by my side, of course. Like, still thank you to this day for that.
No.
Yeah, we tied it now. We tied it. We tied it. We talked about the wedding. We didn't talk about the engagement.
Mr. Secretive over there.
Shout out to Tamia, Ashley, Day, and Cece.
They all knew and didn't tell me nothing. I should have known when we was upstairs getting dressed. That's when I should have known.
Why?
Because you kept saying, "What you wearing? What you wearing? What you wearing?"
Because you about to pull some bullshit.
Yeah, I was. I was just gonna put one of them little sets on and call it a day. Like, I'm going to be outside. Like, I should have figured it in, but then it's like, okay, whatever. Maybe you just okay, and then just kept on going with my dad.
Listen, when I went and asked, I ain't been nervous for too many things in my life. Asking dad, could I marry you was like, one of the nervous days of my life. I don't know why, but I don't know. I'm taking his firstborn. I don't know, bro. Like, I was like nervous for that. And the crazy part is,
what he was gonna say?
I don't know. And the crazy part, by then we moved together. Got the house together. Like, we've done so much, and it's like, bro, you should be asking my daughter. But in my head, I'm like, I don't know how he gonna react to it. Like, I'm taking his firstborn. But he gave me the blessing, and then me and Tamia went to the jewelry store together. That was dope. And I still don't know what none of that shit meant that the guy was telling me, or the lady was telling us, but hey, I don't know.
Okay.
Talk about GI certified. How much is the mother? Nah.
That's all I care about.
And then when we set the date, my initial thing was to do it when we went away for your birthday. That was going to be on your birthday, actually. But a lot of my family couldn't make it.
Right. You were saying that it would have been obvious, you thought, as well.
No, I didn't care about that. A lot of my family wasn't going to make it. Everybody who said they was going to go away for your birthday.
Backing up.
Yeah, so I'm just like. And then, of course, Pop, I got to make sure he was right because, Pop don't fly, so he called it. So he was one of the reasons why I had to.
You had to be there.
I had to make sure he was there because when we was in the house and they was getting you ready, and of course my cousin, shout out to Khadijah and Kylie, helped me out amazingly with that. They putting up the banners. Pop said, I knew it. I knew it. He was up there telling them, I knew that boy was going to do it. I knew it. And then they try to blindfold us, and then your cousin who wasn't in on it try to stop me from running to the back to get set up. I was like, hold on, you don't know what's going on. You're not hip to this. Shout out to Anisi though, because I couldn't even put the ring. I was so nervous I couldn't even put the ring inside the holder. Anisi said, I got it, David. Yeah, I couldn't even put the ring in the holder. I was nervous. And I wasn't nervous that you was gonna say no or anything like that. I didn't. I wouldn't ask if I knew you were gonna say no.
Right.
Just I guess in the moment, just your nerves take over you.
Mm-hmm.
I got drunk after. I didn't get drunk before, but I got drunk after.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself after, but that was a good day as well. So we've been having some great days, babe. Have some great days.
Now everybody wishing on us.
Listen, I'm not even. No, I'm not even. Babe, you're not allowed to say them words. Everybody wishing a kid on us, and that's fine. You can wish a kid on us. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with a kid. Just listen
not
to the
twins.
A kid. I don't even want to say that word. That word not allowed in this house no more. That word not allowed in the house, babe.
One.
Preferably DC3.
A boy. Preferably, yes.
DC3. We need to drive her crazy. We need 2 Davids to drive her crazy.
That's not going to happen.
I think I'm already doing that enough. But
not going to happen. But it's okay.
Not going to happen, babe.
Mm-mm.
Well,
He's going to be a mommy's girl. And he's going to do everything with his mom.
A mommy's boy, not a girl, babe.
I meant mommy's boy. I said girl. Ooh, see? Y'all putting that juju in my head. Because y'all kept saying girl. Boy. I'm mommy's boy.
You're going to be a mommy's boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a mommy's boy too, but,
No, you're not.
That's how I am. I was when I was younger.
Mm.
When I was younger, I was on my mom's hip. But as I got older and stuff, my pop became my right-hand man. But
I was saying that if we have a kid, his genes, the kid's genes, like I said, it's gonna be David.
Well, y'all see the picture.
I'm gonna have a little bit of things, but it's gonna be mainly him. Because you see his dad and you see him, them genes are strong. They real strong.
Listen.
So
see my
I ain't gonna see Tamisha facing nothing.
See my grandpa, it's just as bad. Shout out to Matt and his son, because Ryan looked just like him. So yeah,
them Coles genes obviously are strong.
Yeah, so DC3 would definitely be a David the Third for sure.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah, I just say take her brains and take my street smarts. He gonna be good. He gonna be unstoppable. I just can't wait to see Tamisha at a football game and her son playing football. She gonna be one of them moms.
Dressing. Cursing somebody out, hitting my baby.
Yeah, hitting your baby. But this was just our little introduction podcast. Babe, we gotta get some more. We gotta get our guests up here. We gotta get our friends that are married up here and single.
I already told Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley and Sean, y'all gonna be on this thing, so be ready.
All right.
Okay.
And we got what? Shanice
and Maurice. Yes. We got Cece and Tino.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got? Are we doing we can do sisters, a sister one.
That'd be dope.
We got to do the sisters on there. Mm-hmm.
We got to pull up a
couple people in mind.
We got to pull up a couple of our older folks. We got to get your mom.
Oh, my mom. Yeah, you got to get them on there. Yeah.
We got to get them on here.
Get some knowledge from them, yo. We got to get some knowledge.
Yeah. How long they been married again for?
To me, it's 20. So be 27 years. 27.
That's what I'm trying. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have that old love. I'm trying to have that old love right there, boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
They've been married 27, but been together for 37. 10 years before they got married.
So
they was together for 10 years.
My dad and my America got together in 99, got married in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And dad passed away in 18? Something like that. Yeah. So
was it 18?
18 or 19, one or two.
I think it was 19.
Yeah, it was 19. It was 19, right? Because I turned 30. So
yeah, because I was living in Delaware at the time.
Yeah, it was 19 because my 30th birthday, 89. So yeah. we got some great examples of long lasting love. So
Andy.
Anisi, shout out to Anisi and Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got some great examples of it.
Yeah,
Kylie,
pop up here.
Terrence. Yeah, Kylie and Terrence as well. So
Yeah.
we got some good examples of it.
Come on, Reese, to get my pop up on here. Show him how to do it so he can talk.
Get pop up here. Oh man, he gonna listen. That's gonna be the show of the decade right there, boy. Pop
Get
gonna
him
give us
one up
all the
here.
knowledge we want. He gonna give us all the knowledge.
Yeah.
Nah, he definitely give us all the knowledge. Nah, like I said, this was just our first podcast introduction.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have some more coming for y'all. And we definitely will have more one-on-one shows with just me and my wife, but you know, we just want to introduce ourselves. The COLES Relationship Podcast.
Yes, that was fun.
So, with that being said, this your boy Dave CO COLES, and I'm out. We catch y'all when we catch y'all.
See y'all.